And for some, oh my god, oh man, yes, totally. I think I just wrecked my computer or laptop. Never mind. With me, right hand, palm only. So no consideration of the notes, but just get yourself used to making some noise, literally making some noise to match the rhythm with the left hand melody. Ready? In three, two, one. Something like that, yes. This might have very much been the weirdest experience in the group piano like this. People would be like, "What the heck is that?" That technique is that technique I did not invent it. The first one to use this to teach their students to play his own music, his name is Sergei Rachmaninoff. He used this technique to train his students. It's like an approach where you isolate, you separate, you separate pitches with with rhythm, where you start to grow your muscular memory without without even firstly stepping onto the right notes in the first place. That's the story. And after you matched that, then we start doing. Then we start putting the right notes on it. And also, speaking of the right notes, has anyone found a regulation or a logic between the left hand and the right hand? Left hand and right hand mean the right hand top. Let me give you a hint. The right hand, the top voice, your pinky, happens to match the left hand in what way? If you, I'm sorry, what? Yes, yes, yes. They have to be on the yes the way you said an or man he gonna say it's on another octave. Yeah, they use the same notes. So basically, I think it's very safe to say the right hand is top note oriented. It's top line oriented. It has nothing to do. It doesn't have much of a melodic concern of its thumb, of its lower inner voices. Listen to the right to the top voice. A which also brings on my next point. It is okay when you're sight reading, it is okay to leave certain notes out if they don't matter that much. For example, if I don't play all the on my right hand, if I only do if I only really concentrate on my focus on my pinky, my right pinky, and then leaving left out some notes, but that doesn't harm your music in many ways. So now let's give it a try. Our third step of our sight reading practice of today. Ready? Right hand in the right place, but keep that tapping on the wood thing. Keep that palm thing in your mind. Keep that thing in your mind. Now we tap on the keys. Ready? 2, 1. Ready? Left hand. It's still hard, but it's getting better. That's I can see. I can see more people. They're being able to carry it longer, deeper into the piece. That's progress. Thank you guys. Thank you for your cooperation. That is something like nice. That approach again, as I said, it was coming from the great Sergei Rachmaninoff. The Russians, they got a lot. They got a lot of tricks. You got to admit. By the way, there are 7 major piano performance schools of them. The Russian piano school being the youngest. It only started in 1856 when Anton and Nicholas Rubinstein, the Rubinstein brothers, started the St. Petersburg conservatory of music, and right now it's named Tchaikovsky Conservatory of Music. Little bit different, and but they were one of the. They are still the Russian piano school is still one of the most important schools in the world for many reasons. Okay, EE people, let's keep going. I would ask you guys to really try that. Page 57. I have a quick one. After that, we should be fine. Page 57. No. What? On your EB, yellow book, we don't have 157 yet. We have 57. Piece 57 is on page 32, guys. Yes. Yes. One of the things that I really like about, books like this, textures. Picture books like this is, at least they use some famous tune. Those tunes that needs to be familiarized at least, once in your life. No matter being a musician or what, you need to know these pieces. It's like you have to be a painter to know Van Gogh's self-portrait or to actually watch that. Oh, by the way, I saw Mona Lisa, the real Mona Lisa at the Louvre. Yeah. It was pretty small, that picture. That picture, but it's always
it's like this big, right?
a little bit bigger than that. I want to say this big. I want to say yeah, just like that. And it's always so crowded. I waited for that like an hour and 30 minutes. I saw it. Okay, I told my wife, what was I said? Let's get closer when people when the others left. Guess what? They never leave. They just don't go. They're taking like selfies. Oh, I was like, yeah. But I do see a lot of Da Vinci's other paintings. His canvas painting, he has a very smooth stroking. You know what is Da Vinci really famous of in his painting skill? I read about him. He say the way he draws female, their lines, the shape of in his drawing. It's the actual beauty, it's the absolute beauty that he can captures them like that. The things that got me the most, I don't even know the name, but I know they had like one room filled, maybe about like 40 pieces of his work, all of them portraying real implicity beauty of like a female figure, really beautiful. I suggest you guys, you guys can Google it. I've never seen people who can draw things that crystal pretty. Okay, so now we have another crystal pretty thing. We have Ode to Joy. Yes. Yes. When you do that, you play both the band parts together, not as the accompaniment. I am your accompaniment. Know your right hand. Again, we're side reading it. But as I said on Tuesday, the best side reading is not the one that relies on your sight the most. It's the one that you're taking from your memory. You're ripping it off your memory. And raise your hand if you haven't heard Ode to Joy. Not possibly, right? So you already know how it goes. All you have to do is try to translate that melody onto B flat major with the right finger, with the right hand 5-finger position. It starts with the finger number of which finger again? 3. It starts with 3. That's it for the right hand. And what does the left hand has anything to do with this? The left hand goes. We understand the left hand. The left hand is it melody or not? No, but what we call that? Harmonization. Harmonization could be a way if you add one more note. You need 3 notes to make a harmony. These are 2 notes. The left hand we call them yes. The left hand it's a counter. We call it a counterpoint or a counter subject. You will learn that when you are getting to your counterpoint. If you're in music, if you're in composition, you will learn that later on in your bachelor's degree. It's a counter subject, the left hand. The left hand goes boom, 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 boom. It sounds like that. Yes. So let's all give a try. We'll play the first 8 bars together, both hands. Another challenge of this is, you cannot just read, clef, clef after clef after clef. You have to skip my clef. Don't read the bass accompaniment. Don't read my accompaniment. Just the first double clef, the second double clef. So you have to skip a line every time you switch your side and stuff. Ready, guys? Let's give it a try. Both hands on B flat major 5-finger position. Right hand is the famous melody, while the left hand is new. But don't get fooled. Yeah. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. We'll stop. Sorry. We'll stop it here. Yes. Yes, we'll stop it here. That was great. That was great. Okay. When we're doing things like that, I noticed some people, they hesitated a little bit just because their left hand couldn't catch on in time. And we know. Tell me, guys. Tell me what is our priority when we're playing. Yes, when we're sight reading. Yes. Either we call it the rhythm, or keeping the rhythm, keeping up, or the melody. So whatever that keeps the music moving is our priority. When you're sight reading, the most important thing is to show people you have a grasp on the entire piece, not to get overwhelmingly fixated on small things. Leave out the nuances sometimes. Just peace. That was done great. And now we keep going. You'll notice something when we keep going, things get a lot harder on your part. Because first of all, the role of the hand switched. It started with what? Read with me and tell me the answer. Start at bar 9. Where's the melody?
Oh, it switches to left hand.
Left hand and what happens in 2 more measures?
Back.
Switch back, yes. And then, what else have we seen?
Double stops. They become like chords.
They become like chords, yes. In other words, they added another voice, a third voice. Now the piece is really in contrapunto style. And what we have starting 13 towards the end of the music. Yeah. You guys know, if you stand here, you can see everyone's face on your, and you can see their eyes. You can see if someone's still with me and someone just drifted apart. You know that, right? And also, I don't have a problem with that, but sometimes I may get, I may have a wicked sense of humor. Sometimes I pick students who's not paying attention. I just enjoy watching them panic.
Yeah.
It's a little privilege being the instructor here, and sometimes people just got to find some demonic fun or stuff. I'm not going to do that right now. What happens after bar 13?
Switch it back.
Yes, switch back and there's one. How about this? They added more notes, but what are the notes they added?
And
They actually only added 1 note.
G.
Are you sure? That doesn't look like a G.
At 13.
Before, yes, before it was. Now it's. The soprano note. They added like 1 soprano. It's a stabilized note, or we called it, aka a reciting note. Reciting note means it's like a note that you have to recite around it, like in recitativo. You do that. They added the B flat or whatever they call them in the thumb note. They added the note on the thumb. So know that, and then you can play. Guys, those are the preparations we just did before we even start reading a piece like this. As you can see, this one is way harder than the other things. I have no saying at why we put that in the syllabus at this moment, but when there is a challenge, there's a solution. Let's go from bar 9. The bar 9 again. Things change. Left hand melody, right hand bong ba ba bong 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 ba ba bong bong. You don't like that. The right hand means what we call the horn or the brass. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. Keep going. Thank you for doing the symphony with me. Just out of curiosity, what is the dang da da dang dang da? What is that sonority remind you? What's the possible? I take that you guys haven't had the chance to to read Beethoven's orchestra score yet. Well, I played the orchestra score, so I know what instrumentation he used. What was boom 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 boom? Yes, the actual thing. What if I tell you it actually starts here? Bom, 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 bom. It's actually a French horn. But you're right. If it's on this red register, it should be a trumpet. Very good. Yes. See, that's it. Now you know. Now you can tell. I mean, you know that after we had our chance with this lesson with this class, you start to understand that music, I mean, it's written a certain way for some certain reason. That's actually really good. That's something we need to work on. Thank you for your joining me on Ode to Joy. And last but not the least, we have a number 62. Once we had something that was pretty, intense and hard. Let's do the fun thing. Let's have a little bit of fun. It's called Campton Races. What we do on Campton Races. Yeah. You have to play the accompaniment. The number 62. It's called Campton Races by Stephen Collins Foster, who I had no idea who that person is, but I suppose it should be some country singer. Could be, Yeah. I gotta level with you. Before I came to Texas, I mean, I did not know this place. When I first came, all my knowledge was like, cowboys and cattle drive and stuff, and those shootings, those old western movie, like that. Still these days, my folks from China still ask me about me. You ride horses? I was like, I mean, I had a Bronco. I mean, the car that counts. It's a Bronco. I had it for a couple of months. Yes, I gotta say that. So let's try the Campton Races. The left hand, you're supposed to play the accompaniment, but how can we play the accompaniment, right? So forget about it. Yeah. The left hand, what bothers you the most? Please don't say the notes, but yeah, it's the rhythm. So before we start playing, can anyone just explain the rhythm to me? You can just tap it out, snap it out. You can just show me the rhythm. Yes. Something like that. And yeah, like that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's why it's hard. I mean, it has this little weird syncopation, in this like unbalanced, unevenness thing. thingy going on. That's why it's hard. When you, I mean, if you can, one way of to deal with this before we even start trying is trying to simplify it. If you feel comfortable playing this complicated rhythm, be my guest. If you don't like it, play one note, just one bar, just like one note for every bar. Only play the downbeat. That's one way to simplify it. What bothering you with the right hand? You saw the grace note?
Oh, you're talking about that.
Yeah, you're only playing the accompaniment. I have the melody here.
Oh, right now.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, you guys play. I mean, the you guys play this part. What's bothering? What's troubling?
You use every finger but your third. Well, like if you're like set,
Huh?
if you set your finger up,
Yes.
you use everyone.
You used everyone. Yes. Except yes, correct. That being that one thing. First of all, if I were you, I would leave out the grace notes. Just don't play them. Don't play the grace. I mean, they're sexy, but don't play them. Yeah, I like those notes. They're jazzy, but don't. Huh?
Wait, weren't we supposed to just play the solo melody?
No, you. If you look at your syllabus, I play the solo melody. You do the accompaniment.
It,
You do
I
this.
thought the accompaniment was the bass, was it not?
I'm sorry, what? No, this is also the accompaniment. This is my melody. Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. That's the melody. That's the song. You guys heard that song, right? And this song is at least 50 years old. Even I heard it. Da 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 dum da dum da dum. And I have the accompaniment. Da, da. You have the accompaniment with the chords. The first thing I would I'm asking you to do the lower voices only and then no graces. That's also on your syllabus. Lower voice only of the right hand. This requirement is tricky because guys, you are supposed to play left hand bass and right hand accompaniment in the middle on the middle clef. What I'm suggesting to do is one, don't play the grace note. Don't let that get in your brain. Two, don't play the thirds. Don't play the thirds. Only play the lower voice of the right hand. Yes.
On the syllabus, it does say play right hand solo top voice.
It's no. It says play right hand lower voice.
It says right hand solo top voice and left hand bass and accompaniment on the.
No, this accompaniment is fire.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
EEB 62.
So you see, quiz skill 8 says EEB number 62, solo and bass together, play right hand solo top voice with left hand bass of the accompaniment.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the quiz.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the quiz.
No, I wasn't talking about not the quiz yet. Not the quiz yet. No. The quiz. I was telling. This is only a practice. I mean, when you play the quiz, I mean, you when you play that, you only do.
I see that. Okay. Trust me
That's
out.
yes. That's like a side reading of what the book. That's too easy for you guys. I mean, you don't need mail. Okay. Yes. Yes. We're not talking about. I mean, the quiz starts in about what 10 minutes. The quiz starts in about 10 minutes. Before that, we're still working on things like that.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, you got me nervous. I think those painkillers may have just worn off. Okay. So again, when you are trying to play when you are trying to play right now, what you're learning or trying to do is the both hand accompaniment style. When you play both hand accompaniment style, you learn how to simplify it so you can match your soloist. I'm your soloist at this point. I got only the melodic line, and you're supposed to give us both hands for accompaniment together. In order to do so, the right hand, first of all, leave out the grace note as said on syllabus, and also only do what but you saw the lower voice amongst all the thirds in the score. So in the score you saw, and guess what? Let's not play the top voice of the top notes of all the thirds. Let's leave them out and only do. That is what I want. And I've been saving my next question after we have a try together, but now let's have a try. Hands on B flat position. Ready? Hands on B flat. And let's all play together. The right hand, don't play the bass note and only do the lower voice. Ready? 2, 3, go! Yes. Thank you guys. Now, some of you guys were with me. Some of them need a little bit
I went
of
twice the
time.
speed on accident.
I'm sorry, what?
I went twice the speed on accident.
No, I mean that's also tough. I mean, congratulations if you can do twice as fast.
Yeah.
The piece is supposed to be faster. Supposed to be faster. Sometimes, because you know that you probably all have that experience. Sometimes playing slower isn't easier. In order to play slow, you need a longer and stronger holding of your breath and all the intensity. You have to keep your head active like all the time. In fact, it's harder for scientific study shows it's harder for younger people. And as someone who's in my mid-age, I definitely have a say in that. I played crazily, absurdly fast when I was in your age. I was proud of it. I knew, I mean, you know, Flight of the Bumblebee, things like that. Flight of the, I mean, that piece. I mean, I do have a broken shoulder, so I'm not gonna get into that. When you have that, I mean, there was, I mean, every now and then, even like a young fellow dude, I mean, just came out and claimed that he broke the world record of the boundary of the flight of the bumblebee. And I was all caught up in that stupid competition. I practiced and practiced to try to be the fastest guy. And guess what? I did. I played either the fastest. I believe that the one that I played was like, I think I played under a minute. Then guess what? It doesn't matter. Seriously. It matters not how fast can you do it, because you have to be at a certain point to realize that. Most of the technique that you really cling on to, you're proud of, and all this stuff, they don't mean nothing to your audience. What audience cares is what actually comes out of your humanity, of your poetry, of those things that is unspeakable. Anything that could be measured by a metronome, honestly, it doesn't work that much. Seriously, because no matter how much the cop, you know, it's easy here.
Yeah.
You know, in a couple of years, right now they can already make this AI generated voice. They can make Taylor Swift and sing anything you want that AI voice to sing, and you won't even be able to tell the difference with how long beat. If they can ask, if they can fake, if they can AI manufacture someone's like a plane of a piece in someone's specific style without even being telling who's the real pianist and who's not. It's well, that's the future. I guess that's the future. So instead of except for being staying original, being creative, what what else do we have? You can't compete with computer in terms of technique. Those things are made of those things aren't made of flesh. They don't get dislocated and stuff. All right, that's fun. Thank you. You guys were doing that. Now let me be your accompaniment. Let me play the solo line while you accompany me. The same place. Ready? So you can hang on to it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Thank you. That's how it's done. Thank you. Now, my last question about this one. Why does the syllabus recommend you to leave out to only play the lower voice on the right hand? Why he doesn't want you to play? Why doesn't he want you to play the more obvious, uh, like melodic top voice, which happens to match the sound?
Easier to hear for like non-musicians. They'd be able to pick out the soprano a lot easier. In my opinion.
Did you guys hear his? Can you say it again to the crowd?
Okay.
You said it's easier for the non-musicians to what?
Pick out the like top voice as opposed to the inner voices, like in a song or something like that.
So okay, that theory. I'm a little confused. Why didn't we just play the top voice when you're accompanying, like when you guys are accompanying me?
Exercise. It like creates more context for the melody, like the chords.
I reckon that's yes, the second part of you say you spoke of the truth for the first part. It's a lot easier for either trained musician or non-musician to pick up the actual melodic line, the actual melody. But the nature of accompaniment dictates that we cannot have a contradictory. We cannot be hogging the lane. If you know what I'm talking about. We as a accompaniment, I mean, it's very important. It's important for us to do not steal the thunder of the melody of the soloist part. When we double play, when we dubbed it, that's the accompaniment and the accompaniment and the soloists and playing the same thing together. It could often raises chaos or things like that. That's why almost all the vocal accompaniment does not contain a melody part. You only hear the you only have the chord progression. You only have the they don't give out. It actually you, it only I mean it only stays away from the melodic part, from the melody. So you don't so leave the melody to Adele. Only I mean save your keep your job under the water. Yeah, that's the idea. That's I guess that's the reason. Not I guess. I knew that's the reason behind this or behind any of your accompaniment training in the future. Yes. Thank you. That was done beautifully. I appreciate that. And again, before we line up and before we line up and get our quiz done, which is going to be the easier version, how do we build a chord from 139 in the big book? If you can't get, I mean, that would be my last task on the question for you guys. Big book 139. If you turn page 139, you're supposed to build a chord on F right hand, B flat, E flat, and A flat major. Yeah. And all you have to do is to follow what the book says and actually knowing how to build a chord. It's a rhythm. It's a theoretical question, so you can just talk to me. How do we build a chord?
Start from a root note.
Yes.
Go third up and fifth,
And
and then seventh and ninth, 13th.
great. 11th and 13th. Yes. Correct. Thank you. That's very good. Okay, so let's all have a try, and then we're done. F. Ready? Yes. 139. 139. There. Yeah, that one. We've tried. I mean, no, yeah. We know the piece. I mean, the piece is written in C. And so let's CMG. Let's have a go with the F. Ready? Right hand. 3, 2, 1, go. And okay, I was actually checking how many of you guys were actually looking at me. Please don't look at me. Look at your score. Look at your score. What's the course name? What's the name of the course? There's only one thing on 139.
I mean, it says
It says one. It says what?
2, 3, 4.
root of a major chord.
You do have a name for chord.
Major chord? Minor chord?
That's the name.
Dominant. Oh, you want this?
Yeah. Root, third, fifth, seventh, guys.
Third, fifth, seventh.
Yes. Root position, third position, third note position, fifth note position, seventh note position. Yes. Ready? F major, one more time. 3, 2, 1, go. Me.
So we're just holding this in the EFC.
Yes.
The EF.
If you kill yes. You guys want to do it one more time? 3, 2, 1, go. Top note, go down. Top note, go down. Minor key. Top note, go up. Triad. Top note, and that's how it's done. Yes.
And D flat is sharp, so it's
B flat is sharp. Ready? Let's do a B flat. Ready? 2, 3, go. That's how it's done. Ready? Keep going. E flat. You ready? Yeah. So basically, this is trying to tell you. My question was asking, how do you build a chord from high to low? Because I mean, we know how to build. We know how to do it. I mean, we know how to do it from low to high. Sometimes the challenges us in another way to build it from high to low. Ready? 2, 3, go. Thank you. Last but not least, A flat major. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know what's the last one.
B flat.
B flat, D.
Thank you. Yeah, B flat would suffice. Thank you, guys. That's how you think. Yeah. Not everyone was with me. But I mean, but I don't see that as a problem. I see that's a proficiency. That's a proficiency issue. You know how to calculate. It just takes longer for you to calculate from top to bottom. That's it. Capiche? I said that right this time. No, that's what's supposed to be Spanish. I said capiche. I have no idea, man. You should ask me about Chinese. I say everything. Yeah. Top of the world. Yeah, sorry. You gotta suffer. You only got 1 year now.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
That's cool. I mean, got you style, man. Wait a minute.